Everyone, this is Mary Kay Castillo, and you guys are listening to the third episode of the Dark Room podcast. For this episode, I will be talking about two assignments that really stood out to me and were really fun and interesting. And one of them was about a crime scene. So basically, we were given a crime scene, like an introduction to a crime scene, and we had witnesses that were telling us everything that had happened to, I forgot his name, I think his name was Joe. But basically, Joe got murdered, and we needed to figure out who did it by not questioning, by what the witnesses have stated. And then we had to figure out who had the best motive to kill Joe. And the other assignment that I also thought was interesting was the ransom note. We were given a ransom note and we had to figure out whose handwriting it belonged to. So we were given 5 suspects and 2 of them were very similar, and I'm pretty sure I got it right because they had distinct lettering, and it was just really interesting. And I think it's important for forensic scientists to know the differences and learn about how people have different writing and different styles and personalities in their handwriting and could possibly solve a crime like that. That assignment also reminded me of the case about JonBenet Ramsey. And everyone knows about that one ransom note that was left in the crime scene. But honestly, that whole case is crazy to me. Because, one, the police were so messy and didn't take care of the crime scene like how they should have. But I think that's why the case remains unsolved. But I want to talk more about the ransom note because it relates mostly to the assignment. But basically, many people like to argue that the ransom note looked forced, and it looked like they were trying to hide their natural handwriting. And many people believe that it was the mom that did that note, because the theory is that the brother killed JonBenet and the mom probably panicked and wrote the ransom note really quickly. And if you actually take a look at the ransom note, you can see no pattern with their letters, which indicates that their handwriting was fake. And people don't know why that note was placed there. I think that's the only thing that is weird about the case, is probably the ransom note. Because, a little fun fact, it's the only known case where a ransom note was found inside the same house as a deceased victim. And everyone knows that if that happens, if the note was written in the same house, it was most likely written as a cover-up for the murder that did not happen yet, if that makes sense. And there's actual pictures on Google where you can literally look up Patsy Ramsey's handwriting compared to the ransom note, and their handwriting is literally identical. And yeah, that's why a lot of people believe that the mom did it, because it makes sense. The way they write the numbers looks exactly the same. Their spacing is the same, and even some of the letters are pretty identical. And it reminded me a lot of the assignment that we did, because with I think I had such suspect 5 was the person that wrote the note, And the reason why I chose that one was because their Fs looked really identical, and I was like, yep, that's the person. And I don't know why people don't think it's the mom, because, like I said, the ransom note and her handwriting look exactly alike. So that's why I think the brother killed JonBenet. And since, well, the parents didn't want to lose another child, they covered it up for him. It also didn't make sense how they couldn't find JonBenet when she was literally in the same household. And the mom, like, randomly said, I found the note, instead of saying, I found a note. And it was heard in the 911 call. And that's why a lot of people speculate that the mom faked the entire thing. And I think it's like little things like that that makes the perpetrators like so obvious. And it also reminded me of the other assignment that we did with the crime scene and the witnesses. It was pretty obvious who had killed Joe, because one of the men had a really like good motive. The descriptions that people were describing in the crime scene, he had literally all of them checked. And yeah, like, it's just so easy to figure out some crime scenes. And for the JonBenet case, I still can't believe it's been 25 years and it's still unsolved. And it's honestly like the police's fault for being so messy with the crime scene and contaminating it. But I think it's honestly too late to even go back and try to get DNA or evidence. But I want to know what you guys think, and if you guys have even followed up on that case. Tell me down below what you guys think. Who did it? Or do you guys think the mom is innocent and I'm probably completely wrong? But I will wrap this video up and see you guys on the next episode.